To be honest with you, I did not expect to make this video. I didn't expect to make anything like this, but my health might actually be in vain. I might have the point where my health is just ridiculously off. And yeah, so how do I start with this type of video? A real serious one. Um I guess when I started noticing this, it's gonna be so difficult talking about this. I don't know if it's a condition or something, or if it's a condition of randomness, or it's just me being an idiot, probably, and my brain's just doing it to me. But, I've pretty much been getting these random bursts of energy. Now, that may seem like a weird, odd thing to say, but it's just how I can describe it right now. I'm not 100% sure if you guys understand random bursts of energy, but, it's just the random energy, the random bursts of just stuff that I want to be able to do. Like, it's just a weird rush of an adrenaline, or just random energy that comes out of nowhere. And a lot of people may think like, oh, isn't that a good thing? Isn't that like something that everyone wants to be able to do? Just call it upon a command. Well, that's the thing. It's not on command. It's more of a random spike throughout the day. And how do I know this exactly? Well, I can't say it's exact. That's the problem. I've pretty much been not keeping a log of this, but I've been noticing that I've been having less and less sleep, only because I end up waking up at certain points of the night, and it would be just at these random times. Now, when I made that sleeping problem video, that was one time that I actually had this random burst of energy, like, I want to record something, but I don't know exactly what. And then I just said that, and I recorded that for a second, and while it was really dark, and you couldn't even see my ceiling. But pretty much that's pretty much what that was, like, what that video was all about. I was like not able to sleep, and I was not able to sleep for like an hour or so, or two. I don't know. I didn't keep track at the time. But pretty much that was it. But then I started realizing how many times these random bursts of energy actually come from, or not come from it, like how many times it probably happens. Like, I tried my best to keep track of it mentally, which is not the best idea, but I've been trying to keep a track of it like with me and sleep. And I realized that some days it's just randomly wake up, I can't sleep. I feel like oh, I need to do something or some crap like that, and then all of a sudden I go for an hour of just staying up, and then I go back to sleep for no reason. Now, the reason why this may be towards my health is in vain is because, well, these random bursts of energy are not just toward physical doing. It's also towards some emotional crap that I just now realized. Because recently, I almost got into a fist fight with one guy because of random bursts of energy, like towards anger, towards that emotion. Because this guy got it triggered over like a various thing that I said at school, and I was like, okay, sure, he gets triggered, blah blah blah. But then all of a sudden, I felt my fist tightening around my cuff. I don't know, hand. I don't really care for the term right now. I just felt my fist tightened, and I was ready to punch him in the jaw and just try to break his jaw in several places. Like that thought just passed through my mind while I was cool and calm. And I was acting pretty irregular towards it. Like, I just couldn't help but feel like I want to kill this dude. And the reason why I feel like that was just like the randomest thing ever is because in a situation where somebody is yelling at me or screaming at me, trying to get into a fight with me, I don't want to start a fight. I just try to stay calm and calm down the situation. But rather than wanting to do that, I wanted to aggravate the situation, making it more worse for me and the person that is trying to get me to fight. And as a person who has integrity, that's never good for me. Like, I don't want to fight people out of random spite or just out of randomness. I want to be able to control my temper and control my emotions that are strong like that. And this random fit of energy or burst of energy just happens, and all of a sudden I want to punch somebody and just make sure their life ends. Like, that's where I really think that this is a problem for my health, as either being for me being able to sleep or me being emotional, because I'm afraid that one of these days that the spike will happen where I am sad and I will suddenly just do something drastic to my body, and I'm very scared of that. But rather than worry about it, I've been trying, emphasis on trying. I don't keep track of it like I normally do for anything of my health. I'm just like, it probably fix itself sooner or later. But then I realize that this is going to become an issue. I've been trying my best to put these random bursts of energy towards something rather than something emotional, because I realize that this is like a personal thing that like probably I could fix with a doctor or something. But then I think about it like, what if they give me these pills that'll tell me like, oh yeah, your random bits of burst of energy will be controlled, but then you'll be drowsy throughout the day or something like that. Like, I don't want that as a person, because I figured out that the best way for me is that if I want to control something, I just can't go to the doctor for it. Like, I have to figure out personally what is going on and identify the problem and try my best to fix it myself, rather than going to a doctor and hoping that she has some magic pill that fixes everything. So yeah, like kind of like Advil, brand Advil TM, that makes you stop having headaches. I don't want that. I try my best never to take head medicines that are like for headaches and all that crap, because I feel like that's going to lead to worse problems down the line. So I just kind of deal with headaches. But now that I have this new problem that's suddenly showing up of these random bursts of energy, and they are not just toward physical doing, it's towards emotional doing, I figured out that I will probably try to put these more to exercise, maybe, because I've found myself lacking in exercise recently. I'll probably put these more to making videos rather than just me simply not sleeping. But I pretty much don't know what to do about this. I'm not sure if it's going to be temporary or not. I'm not sure if this is a permanent thing that's been happening always, but I just never pay attention to it. But I'm not going to consult a doctor because of two reasons. One, I hate going to the doctor over like every little thing that happens to me, because I have a weird and shoddy record with the doctor. And two, I specifically don't want to be taking medication for something like this, because I think it's so small and something that I can control, rather than putting it into a doctor's hands. So yeah. Now now you guys probably used to think that this was clickbait at the beginning of this video. It's pretty much not. This is actually like a thing that has been affecting my health, but I probably haven't been paying attention to it a lot. And either if that's the case, then I am gonna try my best to get it controlled, or try my best to just simply see what I can do as a person, not a physician or a doctor or anything, to control this, rather than going to a doctor. Because to be honest with you, in all full seriousness, I hate going to the doctor for every little thing that happens to me, like skin, freaking stomach pains, or all that crap. Like, I hate doing that. It's a personal thing that I hate. But I don't even know how to end with this. Pretty much these random fits or bursts. I don't even if a fit is a right word to call it. but screw it, I'm gonna use fit anyways. These random bursts of energy has been pretty much in abundance. I've been noticing them more often rather than just ignoring them, and I'm trying to keep a log of this stuff. I have like a journal that I keep a log of how many fits of burst of energy I've experienced throughout the day. And so yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say about this small video and everything. It's it's pretty much nothing to worry about in terms of my my overall health, but I'm worrying about it because it's my health, and I have to think if this is going to be a temporary thing or not. Is going to be ridiculous to figure out. Like, is it going to be permanent? Is it going to be temporary? I do not know, because this has apparently been going on longer than that I would be able to remember, and I'm trying to keep a log of it now rather than trying to keep a log of it later, because I don't know if it's getting serious or not. So I guess if you guys see like a weird abundance of videos from me, it's gonna be like that. Just probably that. I'm not sure. But if I also end up feeling very emotional during any time that you are speaking with me, or if any time I'm actually like just really angry or really upset, please please don't take it the wrong way. It's just it's either that something that is happening, or I, I just find myself I find myself being very upset or something like that. So sorry for putting you all on death row of worry over here. Don't worry about it. It's nothing to stress about. I keep on saying this about like every time I make these health problem videos, which probably people think are fake, but they're not. But they're really not. I don't know how. I can't really give any proof that these are not fake. If these are fake or not. But pretty much um, I just want to just. I'm not sure if this is gonna end on a good note. I'm not sure if it's gonna end on a bad note. But I'm gonna try to keep a log, see what's going on in up here. You guys can't see what I'm pointing at my brain. Up here and in here, in my personal abode, and see what's going on, and just try my best to control it. So sorry for worrying you guys with this title, but yeah, that's pretty much it of all I have to say. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a log to update, and don't worry about it. It's fine. It's probably nothing, and I'm just over worrying as usual. See you later, Scouts.